Welcome back, guys, to the channel. This is episode 1 of our Battle of the Bear cartridges. This is the first episode we have on our DIY backcountry spring bear hunt, where we're going to be pursuing the American dream, going out and showing you guys how to do your own DIY backcountry hunt out west, whether you're a resident or a non-resident. So, without any further ado, this is going to be the first episode of our Battle of the Bear cartridges, where you guys are going to choose the ultimate backcountry bear cartridge. We're going to be going over a few metrics to try to decide which rifle, which scope, which cartridge we should take, because we want to make sure that this really is the ultimate package.
So some of these things that we're going to be going over is, first, we want to make sure that it has enough oomph to kill a bear. Okay, we're going to be shooting anywhere from 250 yards to about 450. It's a little bit of a longer shot, but for the area, it's about standard. So we want to make sure it has enough oomph to kill it at those ranges. We want to make sure that it's shootable. We don't want to be shooting a 300 rum out of a 6-pound rifle. We want to make sure that it's available, that there's ammo support, that there's rifle support. We don't want to have to buy a custom rifle for this. We want to make sure that everybody can do it. It's a DIY series. And then
yeah, I mean, that's
about it.
That's pretty much it. We just want to make sure that we're choosing the ultimate rifle that anybody can go out and buy, so that anybody can achieve this kind of a backcountry hunt, because everybody's got that hunt that they want to do, and we just want to show that it is possible to go out and do it. So, I mean, without any further ado, how this whole process is going to work with the cartridge wars is you guys are going to choose. We're going to be going over the 6.5 millimeter cartridges, the 270 cartridges, the 7 millimeter cartridges, and the 30 caliber cartridges, where you guys are going to vote on which one should go on to the next round, and then we're going to end up choosing the ultimate backcountry cartridge based on your guys' votes. So down in the description and the link below, there's going to be a link to a Google Forms where you guys will vote on which cartridge should go on to the next round. And then at the end, we're just going to do a head-to-head, which cartridge really is our best choice. So without any further ado, we're going to jump right into today's video, which is all about the 6.5 millimeter cartridges.
So for the 6.5 cartridges, we have two contenders that we've chosen. We have the 6.5 Creedmoor and the 6.5 PRC.
And I know the 6.5s get a lot of hate and they get a lot of love, but they do deserve to be on this spot. It only takes 1,200 foot-pounds of energy to kill a black bear, and at the distances and the metrics that we've been running, these two cartridges provide more than enough room to do that, as well as it is one of America's fastest growing cartridges ever. I mean, Hornady has done some incredible work here, because they've come out and Sammy-spec'd both of these cartridges, but they deserve to have a seat on the table. So whether you know them, whether you like them, whether you hate them, let us know in the comment section below. Just tell us what you guys think. So
yeah. So for the metrics that we've chosen to tell you is, we have the muzzle velocity, we have the bullet drop at 400 yards, the foot-pounds of energy at 400 yards, which we want to make sure is above 1,200, like we said. And then we also have the wind drift with 15 miles an hour wind, which is about average for the area that we're looking at, so should be pretty good.
Yeah, we've used Hornady's ballistics calculator. Again, we're going to leave a link in the description below so that you can use that. And that is what we use to establish what our ballistics are going to look like in the area that we're hunting. We want to make sure that all of these are apples to apples. So all of these loads are going to be Hornady Precision Hunter loads. They're factory loads. Again, our goal is that everybody can achieve these same results. So all of these ballistic numbers are coming from Hornady Precision Hunter, and then we're going to move into some more specialized ones for a couple of these cartridges. But we're going to be going over the metrics for the 6.5 Creedmoor first, and then we're going to go into the 6.5 PRC, and then you guys are going to vote and let us know which cartridge is best.
So for all of these, I don't know if we said this yet, but the barrel length is going to be 24 inches, so it's apples to apples. We don't want to be throwing a 26-inch barrel on one and then an 18 on the other. That wouldn't be very fair. So for the 6.5 Creedmoor, out of a 24-inch barrel, we have a 143 grain ELDX for the Precision Hunter from Hornady. The muzzle velocity is going to be 2,700 feet per second, with 1,470 foot-pounds of energy at 400 yards. The drop at 400 is going to be 30 inches with the wind drift at 15 miles an hour being 14.1.
Yeah, and so again, I mean, love it or hate it, the 6.5 Creedmoor has more than enough foot-pounds of energy to kill a black bear at 400 yards. I mean, the max effective distance for a 6.5 Creedmoor is about 500 yards that you can kill a black bear and still be above that 1,200 foot-pounds of energy that's recommended to kill black bears. So the 6.5 Creedmoor will do it, and 30 inches of bullet drop really isn't that much. I mean, it's on the upper end, but with all these ballistics, the 6.5 Creedmoor is actually hanging in there pretty good. Now, how it stacks up to the 6.5 PRC, you know, that's yet to come.
Another thing about the 6.5 Creedmoor is it only has about like 14 pounds of recoil energy. So it's not going to kick it back at all. So it's going to be really fun to shoot, and it comes in some lighter packages too. And
even with the lightest weight package, with a 6.5 Creedmoor, one thing that is really nice and has actually been one of the reasons why so many people have used it in the precision round or the long range precision matches has been the fact that it has light enough recoil that you can do what we call tracking your shot, where in your scope you can see, and the recoil doesn't knock you off target, so you can see your bullet tracing through the air sometimes, and you can spot your impact, which can be a big deal, especially if you're doing cross canyon shots, where that is something that's common where we're going to be hunting. It will be really nice to be able to see whether or not you hit that bear across the canyon.
And with the 6.5 Creedmoor, you're also going to be able to make follow-up shots like it's nothing.
Yeah, and like huge support. Like we said, you can find 6.5 Creedmoor in almost every single rifle manufacturer, every brand of rifle, every style of rifle. You can get a 6.5 Creedmoor in anything. So it definitely has the point when it as far as it goes to factory support, ammo availability. Ammo is going to be cheaper because they're making so much of it. And you can choose really any rifle you want to. From a Ruger American all the way up to a custom rifle, 6.5 Creedmoor is really common.
And now we're going to be going over the 6.5 PRC. So for this, again, it's going to be a 24-inch barrel length, shooting 143 grain ELDX. So this is the same as the 6.5 Creedmoor. Not going to be a difference there. It's again a Precision Hunter from Hornady cartridge, and its muzzle velocity is going to be 2,960 feet per second. So it's going another 260 feet per second faster than the Creedmoor. We've got 1,805 foot-pounds of energy at 400 yards. So we've got an extra almost 400 foot-pounds of energy over the 6.5 Creedmoor. And then the bullet drop is going to be 24 inches. That's again 6 less inches from the Creedmoor. And a wind drift of 12.3 at 15 miles an hour.
Yeah, and so, I mean, it's hard to say. The 6.5 Creedmoor is a short action rifle, so you're going to get all the benefits of having a shorter, more compact package. But the 6.5 PRC is also a short action rifle. You can get it, I mean, there's less ammo availability. That is for sure. There's less rifle availability. And ballistically, it's not that much different. Honestly, I mean, you're getting 6 more inches of bullet drop, or less inches of bullet drop. You're getting a little bit less wind deflection. But, I mean, we're talking inches at 400 yards. But, I mean, it does pack a way bigger punch as far as like the impact at the target, the hemorrhages it's going to be causing as it hits that target. I mean, it's going to kill that bear theoretically much faster than a 6.5 Creedmoor, just because it's going that extra, 400 feet per second.
And with that, you're also going to get a little bit more recoil, but it's still mild enough that you're probably going to be able to spot your own shots if you're a good shooter.
And most shooters most adult shooters, I should say, are not going to really notice the recoil effects from a 6.5 PRC. So, I mean, there you have it. It's up to you guys. We're going to put down in the description below all these ballistics. You guys can see it on the screen now. But which would you take on your backcountry spring bear hunt? If you knew that you had, 1 week to get it done, you wanted to make your shot count, you wanted to take it out of a factory rifle, you wanted to take it with factory ammunition, would you take the more popular, easier to shoot 6.5 Creedmoor? Or would you take a little bit more power and be a little bit more selective with your rifle choices and your ammo choices and take the 6.5 PRC?
And again, make sure to tell us down in the comments, and in the description is where the links to the forum is going to be, so you guys can vote.
All right, we're going to see you guys in the next video. And up next, we're going to be talking about the 270 caliber bullets for the Battle of the Bear cartridges.
And just for a little sneak peek, we're going to have 3 of them. The 270 Winchester, the 270 Wisdom, the 6.8 Western, and that's it.
Yep, so stay tuned. We're excited to have you guys. Hit the subscribe button. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. What cartridge would you take in the 6.5 category?
And if we missed any, you can tell us down below in the comments, and we'll catch you next time.
All right.